On this episode of Pitch Chris, if you are an actor, should you put a table read on your resume? How do you go from background actor to getting some speaking lines and you got the training but no credits? Can you land a talent agent? Hi, and welcome to episode 19 of Pitch Chris, where you guys ask me questions about the entertainment business, and I'm going to answer them for you. To ask me a question, find me on social media at Chris DeBlasio, hashtag Pitch Chris, and I'll be happy to answer all the questions you guys have. This first question comes from Velvet. Let's see what he's got to say.
Greetings, Chris. My name is Velvet Hall. I am an actor from Millersville, Georgia, and here is my question. This year at Atlanta's Peachtree Village International Film Festival, I participated in 4 table reads over the course of 2 days. My question to you is this something that I could list on my acting resume, and if so, where exactly would I put it?
So when it comes to table readings, for all the people out there that don't know exactly what a table reading is, it's when the principal actors, or sometimes not the principal actors, go in for a table read. They all sit around a table and they read the lines of the characters. And a lot of times there's the director in the room, an executive producer sometimes in the room with everybody. But as far as getting that on your resume, I really wouldn't put that on your resume unless you're one of the principals in the movie. Because then it's going to actually turn into a credit on your resume. But table reads are not really that important to put on your resume. What casting directors and people that are in the business want to see on your resume is the actual work that you've done. So unless you are the principal in that project, I would leave that off your resume. However, when you are in a table read, you're going to want to talk to, and network with some of the people that are in that room. So let's say you were brought in and you're not one of the principals, you're just reading for this role. Network with the people that are in the room, and sometimes they haven't cast those roles yet. So you may have a little bit of a chance, a little bit of an edge to try to land that role if they like the way that you read. So keep that in mind, but I'd keep it off the resume.
Hi, my name's Joe. I'm a working background actor in the Atlanta area, and I'd like to earn some speaking roles. What advice would you give me?
Hey Joe, thanks for your question. So as a background actor, it's great that you're doing that work just starting out, because what you're doing is you're getting on set. But how do you actually get a speaking role out of that? Well, I'll tell you a couple of things that you can leverage. Because the fact that you're actually on a set as a background actor, it's giving you access to all these people that are working on set. And what I always talk about is networking. Talk to all the people on set, get to know the people. You have a chance to talk to the director, whatever. Just network on set. Try not to bother anybody while they're working. But if they're over at craft services, strike up a conversation. And I'll tell you what could happen, and this has actually happened to me a couple of times, is you actually can get featured as a background actor, right? So you're now featured and you're in the shot next to, say a nameless talent. But then you could also may even get lines that way, which has actually happened to me before, where I was brought on a show just as an extra, and then eventually I was featured, and then eventually I started getting some lines, and I started working, turned into a recurring role. So those things actually do happen, but it all starts with networking, knowing the people around you, and then also obviously, you want to get those roles. So when submissions, you want to submit yourself for these speaking gigs, you can put on your resume, just starting out, if you want to put on as like a featured extra in so-and-so, or just put featured on your resume, but still submit yourself to those speaking roles, that's going to actually get you those speaking gigs. But while you're a background actor, make sure you're networking on set.
Hey Chris, this is Elle. So I was wondering, what's your feedback on getting an agent when you don't have that many film credits? However, you have a lot of training and a lot of theater experience.
Hey Elle, so getting an agent before you have any credits, it's great that you actually have the training. So there are some agents that may take you based on your training, but I would say a majority of the agents are going to take you on based on what you've done in the past. And here's the reason why. If you have gone out and you've gotten work and you booked work by yourself without an agent, what that shows an agent is that You've done this on your own, and you invested in your career, and you've done all the hard work, and you've submitted yourself on these roles, and you booked these jobs. It shows that you're dedicated to your craft, and that's going to make you that much more attractive when that resume crosses an agent's desk so they can actually give you a call and bring you in for an interview. So I would recommend build up your resume and do self-submissions before you actually get that agent on board and partner with them. So that's all for today's episode. Thank you for all the questions. If you guys have a question about the entertainment business, find me on social media at Chris DeBlasio, #PitchChris, and I'll be happy to answer all the questions you guys have.